Hi, I'm that car chick, and today I'm going to be attempting the top 5 world's easiest driving tests. Let's have a crack at it. Today I'm going to be battling tight corners, harsh stops, and people looking at what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so I thought that we are going to start with one of the hardest driving tests out of these top 5 to pass, which is in Egypt. And honestly, I don't know how they pass their driving test in Egypt, because let me tell you what you need to do. Not only do you have to pass a theory exam for your practical, you also have to drive 6 meters forward and 6 meters backwards to pass your test. So I will be attempting that today, and I have a very handy, very qualified driving instructor, examiner even, sitting next to me, and he will be assessing whether I pass these or if I do not pass these.
Okay.
Okay, mirror checks before moving off. Put it into gear, and that's got to have been at least 6 meters, right? Stop, neutral, park and brake. How's that? I'm now going to reverse 6 meters. Chuck it into reverse. Sorry, blind spots. Yeah, we're good. How do I do it? Do I use my mirrors, or do I do this cool ass thing, like reach around this chair and like... and finish. What did you think of that, sir? Have I passed this practical driving test? It's a pass for Egypt.
Great success.
Okay, the second country that I will be attempting is the Philippines. In the Philippines, you have a preset course for your practical driving exam that consists of only right turns. Are you ready, sir? Check blind spots and mirrors. We're good to go. Both hands on the steering wheel. Checking mirrors. Up and after a junction now. Gonna stop. Indicate. I'm an Audi driver, not a BMW driver. Indicate right and check blind spots, and off we go. There is someone definitely questioning what is going on. Having a race. He's having a race. That's not allowed. You're breaking the speed limit. Someone's just having their lunch and I'm just driving around circles on the car park.
2,000 years later.
Have I driven far enough, examiner? Okay, we're gonna stop. Look around. Check it into neutral, park and brake on. How did I do, Mr. Examiner? Have I passed this driving test? It's a pass for Philippines. Okay, and the next driving test I will be attempting is in India, where you have to drive in a straight line, take a left turn, carry on driving for 50 yards, however many yards that is, I don't know yards, and then stop to pass your driving test. Let's find a suitable place where I can actually make some left turns. My recording thing couldn't handle the G-force. Okay, Mr. Examiner, am I good to start my India's practical driving test? Let's do it. Checking blind spots. We go. Driving in a straight line. Coming up to a junction, so we're going to take a left turn here. Have a look around. Blind spots. And we're good to go. It's clear. Passy hand method when driving. And drive straight for 50 yards. So 50 yards. And come to a stop. Neutral, park and brake up, check your blind spots. How did I do, Mr. Examiner? It's a pass!
Nice.
Okay, and the final out of the 4 that I will be doing is Colombia. And Colombia is probably the hardest out of this 5 list, seriously, because you have to get 5 out of 10 practical points to pass your practical test. So for this test, I will be doing 10 different maneuvers, and I will be getting points for each maneuver I do, such as parking, turning, braking, things like that. Okay, Mr. Examiner, what is the first maneuver that you want me to do? Reverse park. We're going to do reverse park first. Okay, we're going to pull up, then we're going to... I'm so going to miss this. Actually, no. I'm actually in the space. That is pretty spot on. I'm in the line here. Am I on the line? I'm in the line. I did it. I can reverse park.
Oh my god!
Wow! How do I score on that? 1 out of 1? What's the next maneuver? Forward bay park. Here we go.
Can you?
Well, I technically just forward bay parked, so I think that counts. That's got to count for something, right? Yeah! Never let go of the steering wheel because you're going to die. Now let's do a right turn. That is huge.
Is it big or seagull?
I think I've realized that there isn't actually such thing as like 10 random maneuvers, so I'm just going to be judged on my driving style and my driving pace and whatever skill, bruv, my driving skill. And we will also be attempting an emergency stop just for shiz and giggles. I haven't done an emergency stop in a long time. Oh.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. You flew forward. that was so fun. My brakes are gonna be like screwed after this, but that was so fun. I'll do one more emergency stop just because that was actually really fun. He's getting equipped now. He didn't have his seatbelt on when I was doing my emergency stop. He's got his seatbelt on now. Emergency stop number 2, just because it was fun and there's no other maneuver I can think of to do. So I'm gonna be judged on 2 emergency stops. Oh god. So out of 10, how was my driving? 10. We passed all of my practical tests.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so every single practical test I have attempted, I have passed with flying colours. Now there is the online exam side of things. Back in the classroom for the online side of things. Okay, we are back in the classroom and I'm going to be attempting 2 practice theory driving tests, 1 for Egypt and 1 for Uganda. Out of the 4 practical tests that you saw me doing, only Egypt you also have to do an online exam. And the other online exam I will be doing is Uganda. And Uganda doesn't actually require you to do an actual practical test. You just have to get a minimum of 25% to pass your online exam. Okay, so I'll be starting with the Egypt one and I will be recording my screen, which should pop up now. Okay, here we go. I have found a website where I can do a practice exam for the Egypt driving test. I did actually have to translate this website using Google because it is in Arabic, so some of the questions I think might be in Arabic, so I will give them a good guess. Okay, what do these ground signs and lines mean? Solid line means no overtaking. No skipping. In their words, no skipping. Correct answer. Here we go. Do I have to translate it every single time? It is not permissible to drive against the direction of traffic. No shit. The statement is correct. Have any of you actually been to Egypt? Because I had a holiday in Egypt this year and I literally thought I was going to die on those roads. You know, I didn't think I was going to come back from the holiday. The microbus taxi driver is allowed to load passengers outside the parking lot. I don't get that question, but that sounds wrong. Oh yeah, I assume you can't just pick them up on the side of the street like a prosy. The driver of the vehicle is obligated to use the seatbelt while driving. Well, to be fair, some of the taxis in Egypt did not even have seatbelts. I know the statement is correct, but I don't think that's the law they're obliged to. The benefit of assistance in the car is brake assist to stop the car, vibration absorption, or increases speed. It will be brake assist. Vibration absorption, what? The benefit of assistance in the car. This question isn't, I feel like they tried to literally translate this website. So, when driving in the rain, you must adhere to the legal speed limit. I feel like that is wrong, because I feel like you should go a lot slower, but I feel like you should always not go the speed limit. I was right. I double guessed myself. It is right. You have to go a lot slower in the rain. I technically got that right. I just second guessed myself. Oil circulation is an important factor in engine cooling. Wrong. Oh. I just cut that bit out. No, but you have coolant to cool the engine down. Oil circulation is... Since when does oil cool an engine down? It stays hot. Feel free to roast me in the comments if I am wrong. What is the sign indicating no traffic in both directions? Road is closed. Number 2. Number 3? How does that mean no traffic in both directions? I was right. The test is wrong. The test is wrong. The test is wrong. See? I mean, there is also this one. No. This means no entry for all vehicles. This means no way in both directions. Which sign means no traffic in both directions? Boom. It's number 2 because you know what? Boom. I used Google and I Google imaged it and that says no way in both directions. Screw this test. This test is wrong, okay? It thinks the oil cools an engine down. Does it really? Does it really? I'd like to see an engine run with no coolant in it. Check the oil gauge using the oil gauge. Oh, I just read that so wrong. Check the oil using the oil gauge. It must not exceed the upper mark and not fall below the lower mark. This statement is correct. Keep your oil between the minimum and the maximum mark, and you will know this if you've seen my video of your guide to under the bonnet. There is a hole in the exhaust connections muffler which results in loud car noise. Yeah, sounds like one of those crappy Corsas with a muffler delete. When a tire blows out, you can change lanes without using the turn signals. No, absolutely not. You always have to indicate. BMW drivers. Last one. To drive in fog, you must use high beams. Wrong. You must use your fog lights. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I think I did pretty well. I've only got a few out of the however many that I've done wrong, and you have to only get like a few to actually pass. You know what? I think I did pretty well. I think I got most of them right, and I don't remember, but I've read somewhere that you don't have to get that many right to pass. The second driving practical test that I'm doing is for Uganda. So for the Uganda theory test, you have 30 questions, but you only have to get 25% correct. So each of these tests only has 15 questions. So I'll be doing 2 of these online practical tests, and I only need to get 25% to pass. Even though it says here that I need to get 11 correct to pass, but I have read that you need to only get 25% to pass. Anyway, Uganda, you don't have to do a practical driving test, just an online theory. So here we go. Let's see if I would be able to pass my driving test in Uganda. What should you do when you move off from behind a parked car? Look around before moving off. Correct. Which color follows the green signal at a puffing crossing? Flashing amber? Steady amber.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Okay. How should you dispose of a used vehicle? Bury it in your garden. Yeah, sure. Take it to a local authority disposal site. If you ever dispose of a battery, make sure you dispose of it correctly, because if you don't, it could actually be very harmful to the environment. What part of the car does the law require you to keep in good condition? The seat... Oh. What? What? Okay. So I clicked the seatbelt. Unless exempt, you and your passengers must wear a seatbelt or suitable child restraint. The seatbelts in your car must be in good condition and working properly. They'll be checked. So I selected the right answer, but it's saying that I selected the wrong answer. What the f- Why would you need to keep the gearbox in good condition? You know what I mean? I got that right. I got that right. You're carrying an 11-year-old on the front seat of your car. They're under 1.35 meters tall. What seatbelt security must be in place? They must use a suitable child restraint. Make sure your kids are tied in properly in your car to avoid death. You're driving on an open road in dry weather. What distance should you keep from the vehicle in front of you? 2-second time gap. I know that for a fact. I don't know why I know that. It's just one thing that's just stuck in my head. You've been involved in an argument that's made you feel angry. What should you do before starting your journey? Have an alcoholic... No, don't drink and drive. Calm down. You want to relax. Stay calm. Just relax. You know what I mean? 14 out of those 15 correct. I will do a second one now. What does this curved arrow road marking mean? Overtaking should move back to the left. You're following 2 cyclists as they approach a roundabout in the left-hand lane. Where would you expect the cyclist to go? Any direction, because cyclists don't know how to use the road and don't think that traffic laws apply to them. So they could be in the left-hand lane, but they might still turn right. You know what I mean? Fine, I'm chill. I'm calm. What should you do as you approach this lorry? What lorry? Slow down and be prepared to wait. I assume. There's no picture, but I guess. There we go. I got 15 out of 15 on that one, which means I would have easily passed and I would be able to drive in Uganda. And that is it. That is all of the practical and theory exam for the 5 top easiest driving tests to acquire around the world. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you learned something new today and were entertained watching me make a fool of myself in a Sainsbury's parking lot. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you want to see more content like this, smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to watch my videos. Thank you very much again for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. That is it for now. I'll be seeing you all next time, but for now, peace.